Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm gonna talk about how to know if your LDR is like true love or if it's just you kind of putting the other person on a pedestal and thinking that they're better than they are. So with LDRs, it kind of moves a lot faster but slower at the same time because you're far away from each other. And there's different kinds of LDRs. Like there's people that met in person first and then had to move apart for school or work, things like that. And those can be different cases. But with an LDR, your feelings move a lot faster because you get to know about the other person a lot quicker because you can't go out and constantly do things together. You're mainly talking and getting to know each other and at an accelerated rate. So it's sometimes hard to tell if you're actually in love or if you just get really attached to them because you're spending a lot of time with them. So for me, there's really three big things to know if your LDR is real love. And first is if you can accept their simple mistakes and they can accept yours. So everybody makes mistakes all the time, but sometimes in LDRs you keep looking past those mistakes and then they just all combine and like you just get super mad out of nowhere because you're not acknowledging their mistakes and they're not acknowledging your mistakes. So you have to be able to see their mistakes and them see yours, and you have to be able to forgive each other for those mistakes and still have that love there even with the mistakes. That's one of the biggest points. Two is knowing when something is a real emotion or when you're just kind of putting that emotion there because you've grown attached. So, sometimes in an LDR you spend so much time together, you just think it's love because you're so attached to them, but they might not necessarily feel that way too. So it's really important to communicate how you're feeling and knowing what you mean to each other. We get this question a lot, or asking for advice a lot on, I've been in an LDR and I love them so much, but they see me as a friends with benefits kind of, and not as an actual boyfriend or girlfriend. So you have to be upfront about your feelings, what you want, and where you want the relationship to go in the future. And that brings me to number three, is you have to be able to make a plan together. Like, you can't go on as an LDR forever, and the amount of time you can go depends on each relationship, but you have to have a plan for closing the gap and you have to work on it together. And you're both going to have to make sacrifices because one of you or both of you will have to leave your families and your jobs and things like that behind so you can be with the person you love. So you have to know if you're willing to make those sacrifices for that other person. And that's something you should talk about once you start getting serious, for sure, is how you plan to do that. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions, you can always let us know. We answer everything. The best way to ask us questions is on our Instagram. We'll be sure to link it down in the comments below. But we get tons of questions about, do you know if my feelings are right? Do you have any advice? And we love answering those. Oh. Oops, knocked my phone down. But we love answering those, and we love hearing from y'all and hearing your success stories for sure. And we just think it's great to be able to help out in any way we can. One more piece of advice is whenever you're arguing, always try to find a middle ground. Try to see where the other person's coming from, and never get so caught up in yourself that you forget about them. If you are getting so caught up into your own feelings that you forget about theirs, then it's not going to work to the benefit of your relationship 99% of the time. Anyways, guys, I'll see you soon.